welcome back. So today we are off on a little adventure. We're going for a walk through the woods. There is apparently a teddy bear's picnic. No, there's a
lake.
There's a lake, that's the word I was looking for, that we are going to go and try and find. And then hopefully later on we're going to head down into the village and have a look around the village. We are heading to the Netherlands this weekend, so Netherlands videos come in along with project videos, maybe a bit of sailing if the weather's good, fingers crossed. So off we go on our adventure. As usual, don't forget to subscribe, thumbs up for the video, and we will go and see what we can find.
So we're about 100 metres away from the car, and we've come to a triple fork in the road. But there's two signs. One of them is this little stick telling us the green path is straight on, so we're going to try that one.
There's about 5 different arrows pointing us different ways and one green, so we're going to follow the green one.
Yeah, why not?
This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. You miss the ones you know. I'll be here, hanging on, waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our minds to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're gone. Hey, I was hoping you would stay, but I've always known you would go find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, feel the wind and watch the river run. And the sun would always shine when we sat there, you and I. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, gone.
The lake here,
gone, gone.
it's all got a little bit Blair Witch. Bit creepy. Lovely little picnic area though. If you, obviously you can park right up at the top, so it's quite a nice walk down. Okay, so we've just come out of the woods and we've arrived in Molay Littery, which is a small village here just on the other side of the forest that we're walking through. It's a funny place, Molay, because it doesn't really have that much of a history. And it's not really a big, well-known sort of place, but it does have quite a lot of interesting facts. So the Chateau de Molay, where ironically I work, is not far from here. During the war, it was one of the places that the Germans commandeered, and it was going to be a site for firing the V missile, which was the first ballistic missile. So during the later stages of the war, they were firing around 100 a day, which is just insane, and the chateau was one of the places that they were looking to fire from. Luckily, they didn't actually fire any from here. It was just going to be a prospective site. The other fact about this place is there is a neighbouring village. Now, I will put the name down here because I guarantee I'll get it wrong. But it's like Tornakai, some along those lines. And that village was where Dwight Eisenhower, the US president, set up his headquarters during the Second World War, ready for the D-Day landings. So it's quite a factual place, lots of interesting facts about it, very war orientated. So we thought we'd just have a little look around here before we head back through the woods to the car. the other thing, we've obviously mentioned the war side of things in Molay Littery. The other thing it's quite famous for here is mining. And it was actually at its peak one of the most, what's the word I'm looking for?
Mined?
No, not expensive. Richest.
Oh, wealthy.
Yeah, wealthy. It was one of the most wealthiest towns in this commune because of mining. Now there is a mining museum, which is just here. Unfortunately, it only opens at 2 o'clock, so we're not going to be able to go in today. And it is €6 per person, which is quite expensive for a small museum in a town. We don't really know much about it, but I do know that the old grounds, you can see if I lift the camera up, just here. This is the original mining building. Really struggling with words today. There's also a mill further down the road, which we're going to go and check out next. But well worth a visit if you're in the area.
And because we don't really know any information about it, I'm going to look it up online and write it in my blog, and I'll put the link in the description.
Link in the description as always.
Yes.
I'll also put the links at the bottom of the screen for our Patreon page and our Buy Us a Coffee. If you want to check those out and drop us a little support, that would be great. So yeah, let's go and have a look at the mill.
At the mill, but again it's closed until 2 o'clock again, so we can't go and have a look. It's a bit windy, sorry, but you can just see it over my shoulder. It's a medieval mill that was making grains up until the 1950s, and then it was bought by the local commune in the 80s, and ever since it's been a museum. There's a little babbling brook going along it, but we're not going to have a look in it today because it's closed. Maybe we'll come back another day.
So we are on our way back towards the car. Changed my shirt, ready for work today, but we just got to walk back through the woods to get to the car. But we do pass the chateau, so I will show you the grounds of the chateau where we spoke about before that the V-bombs were fired from. So we'll see if we can get some footage, head back through the woods, and we'll get back to the car. Nice.
I know, checked.
Okay, so as you saw, we've had a little walk around the village. Lovely little village, sort of middle of nowhere. Never think to sort of come somewhere like this. And we're just heading back through the woods now, back towards the car. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, tomorrow we are going to the boat. So there will be some boat Netherlands related topics coming up soon. But we're probably going to leave our vlog there for this week. Just a little walk around today, nice bit of fresh air.
It's very muddy.
Very muddy.
Front.
I took some photos and things, so check out our Instagram accounts. As always, please consider subscribing. It really, really does help the channel, and we are growing, which is great. Give us a thumbs up for the video if you enjoyed it, and ring the little bell,
Ding,
notify
ding, ding.
you when our video is going to be out, which will be next Friday. So until then, we will see you then.
Bye.